In recent weeks, New Jersey has become a hotspot for UFO sightings, with reports of car-sized, unidentified flying objects buzzing the skies and captivating the public imagination. Amid this wave of strange activity, a social media user named Craig shared what he described as groundbreaking news. One of these UFOs had allegedly been shot down in the rural area of Blairstown, New Jersey. Craig's announcement quickly gained traction, spreading across UFO-focused communities and social media platforms. However, within hours, his Twitter account was mysteriously suspended and his posts were deleted. This sudden action has led some researchers and enthusiasts to suggest a possible cover-up, fueling theories that there is more to the Blairstown incident than meets the eye. According to Craig's now-deleted posts, the incident occurred late at night near Blairstown, a quiet rural area in Warren County, New Jersey. Craig claimed that local residents had reported seeing a low-flying metallic craft with bright lights before hearing a loud explosion. The sound, according to his post, was followed by the sight of military vehicles and helicopters converging on the area. He alleged that these forces quickly cordoned off the site, preventing civilians from approaching. Craig also shared what he described as eyewitness accounts of the craft. He described it as being car-sized, similar to other UFOs recently reported across New Jersey. In the hours following Craig's now-deleted tweet about the alleged UFO downing in Blairstown, a few quick-thinking individuals managed to take screenshots of his posts before his account, and the tweets were removed. These screenshots have since been shared widely across UFO enthusiast groups, sparking intense debate and analysis. The images, which include Craig's descriptions of the incident and his claim that local residents witnessed military activity near the crash site, have become central to the unfolding narrative. The screenshots reveal Craig's account in remarkable detail, providing a glimpse into his claims before the posts were erased. According to one of the tweets, Craig described seeing a bright, metallic craft in photographs, allegedly taken by someone close to the site. He also mentioned military helicopters and armored vehicles arriving in the area shortly after a loud explosion was heard. Another tweet referenced reports from a local resident who described the object as reflective, almost like liquid metal, and moving in a way that drones or planes simply can't. This description bears a striking resemblance to other sightings of car-sized UFOs across New Jersey, further connecting the Blairstown incident to the broader wave of sightings in the area. Once the screenshots began circulating, they were quickly picked up by UFO communities on platforms like Reddit, Facebook, and Discord. Discussions erupted as users speculated on the nature of the object, the military's role, and the apparent effort to suppress the story. In particular, the mention of a metallic, car-sized craft echoed recent sightings of similar objects across New Jersey. Enthusiasts were quick to point out the consistency in eyewitness descriptions, with many noting that these objects often exhibit advanced capabilities, such as silent hovering and rapid acceleration, that defy current human technology. The timing of Craig's Twitter suspension has become a focal point for those who believe the incident is being covered up. The rapid deletion of his posts, combined with the lack of official response from authorities, has only fueled suspicions that powerful entities are working to suppress information about the Blairstown UFO. Some theorists speculate that the craft was an advanced piece of technology, either extraterrestrial or part of a classified military project, that the government wants to keep hidden. Others suggest that the military operation described in Craig's tweets was an attempt to secure the site before information could spread further. One popular theory posits that the car-sized UFOs reported in New Jersey over the past weeks are part of an ongoing undisclosed program, either a secret surveillance initiative or the testing of advanced drones. If the Blairstown object was one of these, its crash might have prompted an immediate effort to recover and conceal the technology to avoid public scrutiny or foreign exploitation. Thanks to the screenshots, the Blairstown UFO story has continued to thrive despite the removal of Craig's account. The images have been shared thousands of times across social media, appearing in UFO forums and online investigative communities. For many, these screenshots serve as vital documentation of an event that might otherwise have been erased from public memory. The UFO community has rallied around these images, using them as the basis for further investigation. Some users have analyzed satellite images of the Blairstown area to look for evidence of unusual activity, while others have attempted to contact locals for first-hand accounts. Though no conclusive evidence has emerged, the screenshots have kept the story alive and fueled ongoing curiosity. The circulation of the screenshots has amplified public calls for transparency about the Blairstown incident and the broader wave of UFO sightings in New Jersey. Many believe that the government's silence, combined with the apparent effort to suppress Craig's account, only deepens the mystery and raises concerns about accountability. What has drawn the most attention to this incident is not just the alleged UFO itself, but the aftermath of Craig's announcement. Within hours of posting the information, his Twitter account was suspended, and his posts were wiped from the platform. No official explanation for the suspension was provided, but the timing of the removal, coinciding with Craig's posts about the Blairstown UFO, has led many to suspect deliberate censorship. The suspension has only deepened the mystery. In the absence of Craig's original posts, screenshots and second-hand accounts of his tweets have circulated widely, keeping the story alive. Many social media users and UFO enthusiasts argue that the account suspension is evidence of a cover-up, suggesting that powerful entities may be working to suppress information about the Blairstown incident. The Blairstown incident comes after weeks of heightened UFO activity in New Jersey. Eyewitnesses from across the state have reported sightings of car-sized objects with bright lights, often hovering silently or performing maneuvers that seem impossible for conventional aircraft. These sightings have sparked intense public interest and speculation, with theories ranging from advanced military technology to extraterrestrial visitation. Some researchers have pointed out that the Blairstown event may represent an escalation in this wave of activity. If a UFO was indeed shot down, it would suggest a more direct interaction between these unidentified objects and human forces. This possibility has heightened curiosity about what the objects are and why they are appearing in New Jersey's skies. The Blairstown incident has given rise to several competing theories. One of the most prominent is that the object was an advanced piece of technology, potentially a military drone or experimental craft that malfunctioned or was intentionally targeted. Supporters of this theory argue that the heavy military presence described by Craig points to a controlled operation rather than an extraterrestrial event. Another theory is that the object was genuinely of non-human origin. Proponents of this view point to the unusual characteristics of the craft described in Craig's posts, such as its silent operation and erratic flight patterns. They argue that if the object was not human-made, its downing could represent an unprecedented development in human interaction with extraterrestrial technology. One of the most debated aspects of the shape-shifting UFO sightings in New Jersey is the possibility that these objects represent advanced military technology. While the hypothesis is plausible, given the astonishing capabilities described by witnesses, many skeptics argue that such a scenario would make little sense. Historically, experimental military technology, especially cutting-edge aerospace designs, is developed and tested under the strictest secrecy, typically in remote, controlled environments. Testing advanced, potentially classified technology over populated areas like New Jersey would pose numerous risks. For one, it would expose the technology to widespread public scrutiny, as is happening now with the viral wave of UFO reports. Photographs, videos, and eyewitness accounts shared on social media make it increasingly difficult to control the narrative, potentially compromising national security or revealing capabilities to foreign adversaries. Many stated that if this were a top-secret military program, why would they openly fly these craft over civilian areas? The military goes to great lengths to conceal its cutting-edge projects. Allowing thousands of people to see these objects would defeat the purpose of keeping them classified. The argument against military involvement hinges on the assumption that showcasing such technology openly contradicts decades of precedent. The shape-shifting UFOs above New Jersey, in contrast, seem to have appeared with little regard for discretion. Witnesses describe these objects as hovering above neighborhoods, traveling near highways, and even appearing near commercial aircraft. If they are indeed military craft, their conspicuous behavior raises questions about the intent behind their deployment. Why would such advanced technology be flown so openly, risking public exposure, safety concerns, and potential international scrutiny? Given the inconsistencies in the military hypothesis, many have turned to alternative explanations. A popular theory among UFO enthusiasts is that these shape-shifting objects are not human-made but extraterrestrial in origin. Their advanced capabilities, including silent hovering, rapid acceleration, and the ability to morph into different shapes, seem to exceed the limits of current human engineering. If these objects are non-human, their visibility in populated areas could be intentional. Some researchers suggest that extraterrestrial visitors may be conducting observational missions or testing human reactions to their presence. The transformation of their shapes could be a form of camouflage, designed to adapt to different environments or confuse potential onlookers. Alternatively, their appearance could be entirely unintentional, a byproduct of their advanced technology that humans struggle to comprehend. One intriguing aspect of this theory is that it aligns with a growing number of reports of similar objects worldwide. Shape-shifting UFOs have been described in numerous countries, with consistent accounts of their appearance and behavior. This global pattern suggests that these objects may not be isolated to New Jersey or the United States, but part of a broader phenomenon that transcends borders. Some theorists propose that these sightings, if human-made, might not be tests of technology, but deliberate psychological operations. In this view, the objects are deployed to gauge public reactions, create confusion, or distract attention from other issues. By introducing mysterious aerial phenomena into public discourse, governments or organizations could manipulate public opinion or obscure other events. However, this theory faces its own challenges. For one, the consistency and advanced capabilities of the objects would require significant resources and coordination, raising the question of who would benefit from such a large-scale effort. Furthermore, the sightings spread across multiple regions and countries complicates the idea of a centralized operation, suggesting that if these objects are part of a coordinated effort, it spans international borders. As the sightings continue, public frustration over the lack of transparency is growing. Many residents have called for government officials and military representatives to address the incidents, even if only to confirm or deny their involvement. The absence of any official response or acknowledgement only deepens suspicions, with some believing that authorities may already know more than they are letting on. The mystery of the shape-shifting UFOs above New Jersey underscores the need for greater clarity and transparency in dealing with unidentified aerial phenomena. In a significant escalation of its response to unidentified flying objects in American airspace, the United States government is reportedly advocating for the military to shoot down and neutralize these mysterious craft if they enter restricted areas. This move comes amid growing concerns about national security as sightings of mysterious objects continue to multiply, with some flying dangerously close to sensitive installations and even commercial airliners. The decision to treat UFOs as potential threats reflects the urgent need for clarity on their origins, capabilities, and intent. Recent reports from military personnel and air traffic controllers have highlighted an alarming pattern of UFOs intruding into restricted airspace. These zones, often located around military bases, government buildings, and critical infrastructure, are closely monitored to ensure national security. The presence of unidentified craft in these areas poses significant risks, ranging from espionage to potential collisions with aircraft. The UFOs described in these incidents share characteristics that make them particularly concerning. Witnesses report objects capable of hovering silently, accelerating at incredible speeds, and performing maneuvers that defy the capabilities of any known human-made technology. Their advanced capabilities and refusal to respond to conventional methods of communication have led many officials to view them as a potential security risk. In light of these concerns, the US government has reportedly issued directives allowing the military to engage and shoot down UFOs that enter restricted airspace. These orders represent a significant shift in policy, reflecting a growing sense of urgency to address the phenomenon. While previous protocols focused on monitoring and studying UFOs, the new directives prioritize immediate action to neutralize potential threats. The decision to authorize shootdowns has not been made lightly. Military officials have emphasized the need to balance security concerns with the potential consequences of such actions. Destroying a UFO risks damaging evidence that could provide critical insights into its origin and technology. However, the safety of sensitive facilities and the public has been deemed a higher priority. The call to shoot down UFOs comes after a series of high-profile incidents that have intensified concerns about the object's intent. One of the most notable cases occurred earlier this year when a triangular craft was observed hovering over a military installation in the southwestern United States. Despite repeated attempts to establish communication, the object remained unresponsive before disappearing at incredible speed. Military personnel later confirmed that the craft had breached restricted airspace, sparking fears of espionage or surveillance. Another incident involved a car-sized metallic orb observed flying dangerously close to a commercial airliner near Denver. The object's sudden appearance and unpredictable movements prompted the flight crew to report it as a near miss. This event underscored the potential risks to civilian aviation and added to the urgency of addressing the phenomenon. While the decision to shoot down UFOs marks a more aggressive approach, implementing it is far from straightforward. These objects' advanced flight capabilities make them difficult to track, let alone engage with traditional weaponry. Their ability to change direction instantaneously and achieve speeds far beyond those of conventional aircraft poses significant challenges for modern defense systems. Moreover, there is a lack of clarity about the materials and structures of these craft. If they are made of unknown materials or employ exotic technologies, conventional missiles and weaponry might prove ineffective. This uncertainty has led to speculation that the military may need to develop specialized tools or tactics to neutralize UFOs effectively. Another critical concern is the potential fallout from shooting down a UFO. If the objects are human-made, destroying them could provoke diplomatic or military tensions. If they are extraterrestrial, the implications could be even more profound, raising ethical and existential questions about humanity's role in the universe. The government's decision to authorize the use of force against UFOs has sparked intense public debate. While many citizens support the move as a necessary measure to protect national security, others worry about the risks of escalation and unintended consequences. Some UFO enthusiasts and researchers argue that the objects may not pose any threat and that shooting them down could provoke retaliation if they are of extraterrestrial origin. Social media platforms and UFO forums have been abuzz with discussions about the potential consequences of this policy shift. Some users express fear that aggressive actions against UFOs could lead to unforeseen disasters, while others criticize the lack of transparency surrounding the government's handling of the phenomenon. Many are calling for more public disclosure about what the government knows and why it has chosen this course of action. The decision to engage UFOs in restricted airspace raises profound questions about the nature of these objects and humanity's response to the unknown. If the UFOs are indeed advanced human technology, their unauthorized presence in sensitive areas suggests a lack of control or coordination that poses significant risks. If they are extraterrestrial or of unknown origin, shooting them down could be interpreted as an act of hostility, with consequences that are impossible to predict. The policy shift also underscores the limitations of current understanding and capabilities. Despite decades of sightings and reports, humanity remains largely in the dark about what these objects are and what they represent. The move to shoot them down highlights the urgency of finding answers and the growing tension between the need for security and the desire for knowledge. Eyewitnesses across New Jersey have provided detailed descriptions of the UFOs, with many emphasizing their apparent ability to morph into different shapes mid-flight. Some report seeing the objects transition from a traditional triangular shape into a sphere or orb, while others describe them elongating into cigar-like forms before returning to their original configuration. The transformations are often accompanied by pulsating lights or shifts in color, adding to the sense of otherworldliness. The reported ability of these UFOs to change shape has sparked intense debate among researchers and skeptics. One explanation posited by skeptics is that the apparent shape-shifting could be the result of optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions, reflections, or light distortions. High-altitude objects viewed at night or during twilight can sometimes appear to change shape due to these factors, especially when seen from different angles. However, the consistency in eyewitness accounts and the level of detail provided suggest that this phenomenon may not be easily dismissed as a trick of the eye. In many cases, multiple witnesses report seeing the same shape-shifting behavior from different vantage points, lending credibility to their claims. Additionally, the rapid and deliberate transformations described by witnesses seem to indicate a level of intentionality, suggesting that these objects may be employing advanced technology far beyond current human capabilities. Theories about the origins of these shape-shifting UFOs vary widely. One possibility is that the objects represent advanced human-made technology, perhaps part of a classified aerospace program. Shape-shifting structures could theoretically be achieved through the use of cutting-edge materials or nanotechnology, allowing an aircraft to alter its configuration for different purposes, such as increased speed, maneuverability, or stealth. If these objects are indeed human-made, their presence over populated areas like New Jersey raises questions about why they are being deployed in such a visible manner. Testing advanced technology in civilian airspace, particularly near large cities, would be highly unusual and potentially risky. The lack of official acknowledgement or explanation from authorities only adds to the mystery. Another theory is that these objects are extraterrestrial in origin. Shape-shifting technology, if real, could be an indicator of advanced engineering far beyond what humanity has achieved. The ability to alter physical form could serve a variety of purposes, from camouflage to efficient energy usage. Proponents of this theory argue that the shape-shifting behavior is consistent with descriptions of UFOs observed in other parts of the world, suggesting a global phenomenon with potentially non-human origins. If the reports of shape-shifting UFOs are accurate, the implications are profound. The ability to change shape in mid-air would require materials and propulsion systems far more advanced than anything currently known. Such technology would challenge our understanding of physics and engineering, potentially opening new avenues for research and innovation. From a security standpoint, the presence of these objects in New Jersey's airspace raises significant concerns. If they are foreign or extraterrestrial, their advanced capabilities could pose a threat to national security. On the other hand, if they are human-made, the secrecy surrounding their development and deployment warrants scrutiny, particularly given the potential risks to civilian populations. The phenomenon of shape-shifting UFOs is not unique to New Jersey or the present day. Reports of morphing craft have been documented for decades, often described as transitioning between disc, triangular, and orb shapes. These accounts have appeared in UFO sightings from around the world, including well-known cases like the Rendlesham Forest incident in England and the Phoenix Lights in Arizona. The consistency of these reports over time suggests that shape-shifting behavior may be a defining characteristic of certain types of UFOs. Whether these objects are part of a single phenomenon or represent multiple unrelated technologies remains an open question. The wave of shape-shifting UFO sightings in New Jersey has captured the public's imagination and fueled calls for greater transparency from government and military officials. Many residents are demanding answers about what these objects are and why they are appearing in such large numbers. Social media platforms and UFO-focused forums have become hubs of discussion, with users analyzing photographs, videos, and eyewitness testimonies in an effort to uncover the truth. While recent efforts by the US government to study unidentified aerial phenomena have brought some legitimacy to the field, incidents like those in New Jersey highlight the need for more robust investigations. Researchers argue that a coordinated effort involving both government agencies and civilian scientists is essential to fully understand the nature and origin of these phenomena. The current wave of UFO sightings in New Jersey began months ago, but shows no signs of diminishing. Eyewitness accounts describe objects that defy conventional explanation, hovering silently, accelerating at incredible speeds, and performing maneuvers that no known aircraft could achieve. Many witnesses report seeing these objects during both daytime and nighttime hours, with bright lights or metallic surfaces that make them difficult to miss. In one recent account, a family driving along a rural road near Blairstown reported seeing a metallic object hovering just above the treetops. What makes these sightings particularly compelling is the consistency in the descriptions provided by witnesses. Many reports describe objects that are roughly car-sized, metallic, and capable of hovering or moving at extraordinary speeds. Some witnesses have noted that the objects appear to morph in shape, shifting from a triangular formation to a spherical or oval appearance. These shape-shifting characteristics add a level of complexity to the mystery, challenging conventional explanations such as drones or aircraft. One particularly intriguing aspect of these sightings is the apparent lack of noise. Traditional aircraft, even those employing cutting-edge stealth technology, still produce some level of sound. Yet these objects seem to glide through the air in complete silence, a feature that sets them apart from any known human-made technology. Theories about the origins of these UFOs range widely, reflecting the uncertainty surrounding the phenomenon. Some believe the objects are advanced military drones or experimental aircraft, designed to operate in secrecy. Others speculate that the UFOs could be foreign surveillance craft, potentially developed by rival nations. Yet the extraordinary capabilities described by witnesses, silent operation, shape-shifting, and rapid acceleration, seem to exceed the technological limits of any known nation, leaving this explanation similarly unsatisfying. For many, the most tantalizing theory is that these UFOs are extraterrestrial in origin. The behavior and design of the objects align with descriptions of UFOs reported worldwide, leading some to believe that New Jersey is experiencing a localized manifestation of a global phenomenon. Proponents of this theory argue that the object's advanced capabilities suggest a level of technology far beyond human reach, potentially indicative of non-human intelligence. As sightings increase, public fascination with the UFOs over New Jersey has grown exponentially. Social media platforms are flooded with photos, videos, and first-hand accounts. Online forums dedicated to UFO research have seen a surge in activity, as amateur investigators attempt to piece together clues and find patterns in the sightings. The wave of interest has also attracted mainstream attention, with local and national media outlets reporting on the phenomenon. Some coverage has been skeptical, framing the sightings as misidentified drones or natural phenomena, while others have treated the reports more seriously, highlighting the credible accounts from multiple witnesses. Despite the growing body of evidence, official responses to the sightings have been limited. Local authorities often defer to federal agencies, and statements from the military or government are either vague or non-existent. This lack of transparency has only fueled public speculation, with many accusing officials of withholding information. Recent efforts by the US government to study unidentified aerial phenomena have brought some legitimacy to the subject, but the focus has largely been on incidents involving military pilots and installations. The UFO sightings in New Jersey, primarily reported by civilians, highlight the need for broader investigations that include public input and independent research. The persistent sightings have had a noticeable impact on the local community. For many, the mystery has sparked a sense of wonder and curiosity, reigniting age-old questions about humanity's place in the universe. For others, the sightings are a source of anxiety, raising concerns about potential threats or unknown technologies operating in their skies. Culturally, the phenomenon has become a talking point in households, workplaces, and social gatherings across New Jersey. The mystery has inspired a new wave of interest in UFOs and the broader subject of the unexplained, bringing together enthusiasts and skeptics in a shared pursuit of answers. As sightings continue to be reported daily, the mystery of the UFOs above New Jersey shows no signs of resolution. Each new account adds to the growing body of evidence, yet definitive answers remain elusive. Whether these objects represent advanced human technology, extraterrestrial visitors, or something entirely different, their presence in the skies above New Jersey challenges conventional understanding and invites further inquiry. The wave of sightings also underscores the importance of transparency and scientific investigation. With public interest at an all-time high, the need for clear communication and collaborative research has never been greater.